Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, for today's video, oh, itchy spot. Anyway, for today's video is going to be part 2 of my eyeshadow palette declutter. So, as you guys, I'm sure already aware if you have been watching my channel for a while, I have a eyeshadow palette collection problem. It's well known. I have a crap ton of palettes, and I have got to get rid of some. Like, it's crazy the amount of palettes that I have. I decluttered 12 from my first eyeshadow palette drawer, which wasn't what I was hoping for, because my second drawer is actually the ones that I don't really want to get rid of anything. It's just so hard for me to actually declutter things. Yeah. Anyway, and my shelf, I still haven't fixed my shelf. It needs to be moved down, and I haven't done that yet, so just ignore it. So anyway, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 400 subscribers by the end of April. I just hit the 300 mark, so thank you guys so much for that. And I'm trying to get 400 by the end of April, so let's see if we can make that happen. Declutter. That's what I'm gonna do. So, I have this little, like, unit thingy, this, like, organizer right here. And I keep it on my desk. I'm not gonna get rid of any of the palettes that I keep on my desk because those are the ones that I reach for most often. But I will show you guys what I have. So, I have this little Ulta Beauty Z palette. These are all ColourPop. These are Mary Kay. And then these 4 are Makeup Geek. This is actually a highlighter from Ciate, and then this is a MAC shade in Honey Lust. So that's what I have there. I have my Morphe and Jeffree Star palettes, which is what that looks like. Then, of course, my Alien palette, which is my favorite from Jeffree Star, which he unfortunately doesn't make anymore. And that is what that looks like. Sorry if any of these palettes reflect on you guys. I can't help it. Then I have the Express Yourself palette by Bella & Co. It's just a rainbow palette. The Jaclyn Hill and Morphe Volume 2. I don't have the original of this. I am looking into getting it. This shade broke in the mail, but that is what looks like. This is honestly my favorite one though. Like, of the 2 that Jaclyn created, I think this one's my favorite, even though I don't have the original. The 35i Icy Fantasy by Morphe. Love this palette because it's like a pastel kind of vibe. The Morphe 39S, which is probably one of my favorite Morphe palettes just because of the colors in this. It's hard to do this. I absolutely love the colors in this palette. Like, I love pinks and purples. So this is like my dream right here. Then I have the Morphe and James Charles palette, which I'm sure everyone has seen this, but it's the rainbow color palette that James created with Morphe. So those are the palettes that I keep on my desk in this little organizer, which I got from Amazon. Amazon has really nice, affordable little acrylic organizers if you guys ever need any. And their shipping is normally pretty fast, even if you don't have Amazon Prime. So I would recommend Amazon. Alrighty. Okay. Now we're gonna move into the drawers. Oh, I dread this. I really do, because I know I'm not gonna get rid of a lot. Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of take some out. Oh my goodness. This is a problem, Jamie. You have problems. Alright. So the first one I have is the Juvia's Place Nubian 2. I just got this palette, you guys, so I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep all of my Juvia's Place because I literally just got them. So I'm going to keep that. This is the Warrior, which is the browns and the neutral colors. And I love this palette because I love their their shimmer formula more so than their matte, and so I love the ones that have a lot of shimmer. This one is probably my most used, and this is the Deuce, because of the colors, like these pinks, and I love green, so definitely keeping the Afrique. Again, I literally just got these, you guys, so keeping that. I think I have more somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe they were in the other declutter. I don't remember. Keeping my Life's a Drag. This was given to me by one of my friends, by Manny MUA's brand, Lunar Beauty. Definitely keeping that. I'm going to declutter this palette. This is the Too Faced Life's a Festival palette. I only use this palette for this highlighter shade right here, just because I really like the shift of it. But I don't need it because I don't reach for it. And to be honest, you guys, every time I use this, I feel 2 or 3 hours in, the eyeshadow is like gone. Like it just doesn't have the staying power of most eyeshadows. So for that reason, I'm going to declutter it. Also, if you didn't see my other decluttering video, I will reinstate that all the palettes that I declutter, I am going to be giving to friends and family because of this virus situation that's going on right now. I don't want to sell any eyeshadow palettes, anything like that, because I don't know who has touched it in the shipping process. And so also, I don't know what's going on with the shipping providers. I don't know if there's any word of them shutting down or anything like that, and so I don't want packages to be delayed in the mail for that reason. So friends and family are going to get the eyeshadow palettes that I don't want. Yeah, I need more highlighter. I didn't notice that. Like, there's like, did I even put highlighter on? Hold on. Let's use some highlighter. Where's my brush? Anyway, slight distraction. There we go. That's better. I thought I put some on, but it looks like it faded away. There we go. Moving on. Sorry. What was I talking about? Eyeshadow palettes. Keeping this little Marc Jacob one. This is the 790 Fantasine. This is my only Marc Jacobs palette, and I actually really like it. I like the formula of these, so I'm keeping that. This is the BH Cosmetics Royal Affair palette. I'm going to declutter this one. Yeah. I just don't use it. I have shades like this like in my Alien palette. So I'm gonna declutter this one. I got 2 so far. Good job, Jamie. Doing good. So I have 2 androgyny palettes. One of them my friend gave me, and then the other one was mine. So let's see if I can do this successfully. So this top one right here is mine, and then the bottom one was my friend's. I'm going to keep the one, they both look about the same. I'm gonna keep the one that my friend gave me because it's definitely not as, well, no, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep mine. This is mine. There is a little bit of a hunk of Deja Vu missing versus hers. There's actually a hunk of Dominatrix missing, and I'm more likely to use, I'm just gonna keep mine. I'm just gonna keep my original, and then I'm gonna declutter this other androgyny palette. I don't need 2 of them. Just declutter that. Moving on. I also have 2 Beauty Killer palettes. One is mine, and one was my friend's. Mine had a little bit of accident. So I'm going to be keeping the one that my friend gave me because this one is mine. I completely used up this China White shade. It is like one of my favorite shades ever. It's just a pure white and it just goes on so amazing when you need to set your eyeshadow primer. So I used all of it. And then this one actually broke in my drawers when I had metal drawers. So yeah, I'm gonna declutter this one. But I'm going to keep the one that my friend gave me because everything's still new and intact. So I'm going to keep this one. Oh, I've got so many palettes, it's a problem. Alrighty, here we go. So, same kind of thing. I have a Blue Blood and a Blue Blood. So, this one is mine. This is the one that I use. Sorry if you can see the ring light. But that is what that looks like. So, there's not really a way that I can do this. There we go. I'm going to keep both of them, actually, because I do use Blue Blood a lot, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to hit pan in some shades, and I'm going to want my second one. This one is still in the box. So I'm actually going to keep both of them. I know that probably sounds really ridiculous to have two palettes, but I'm just gonna keep it because I know myself, and I know I will use shades in the Blue Blood palette and then be completely out and then not want to go buy a new palette. So I'm gonna keep the one that my friend gave me and the one that I bought. Okay. Moving on. This is the Lorac Mega Pro 4. I actually am going to bring this out of my drawer and I'm going to put it in this little organizer right here because this is such a nice palette. The shade Fairy Tale right here is so pretty. Lorac, I'm not even kidding you guys, has the best metallic formula. Of course, it's on my knuckles, so that looks really weird. So I'm going to keep that. Need to find my makeup remover wipes. It's a challenge. I don't edit my videos, so if you're new and you've made it this long, congratulations. I don't edit my videos, so you get to see absolutely everything that goes on. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to definitely be keeping this. I love Lorac's formula for everything. I need to buy more. And it's on my to-do list. But I'm going to take this out and I'm going to put it over here. And I'm going to use it because I need to use it. This is the Kat Von D Alchemist Holographic Palette. This is another one of those that I need to break out and use because I always think, oh, these are just such interesting, gorgeous shades. Why don't I use it? I need to use it. I need to put it somewhere that I know I'm going to see it. Alright, I have the Urban Decay Ultimate Basics palette. This is the only Urban Decay palette I own, I believe. I think. And it's just an all matte shadow palette. I'm going to declutter this. I bought this when it was on sale, thinking, oh, I just need more matte shadows. No. No, I don't, and I don't use it. So I'm going to declutter it and give it a new home. I've got a whole bunch of palettes. So I've got 3 of the Laura Lee little mini ones. The Boss Babe is one of my favorite travel palettes, so I'm going to be keeping it because I just love these shades. You have a light gold, a dark gold, a matte brown, a darker matte brown, a true gold, and like a burgundy color. What's that word? Clay, like those clay pots. Yeah. I'm going to be keeping this one. This one is the Party Animal palette, which is the neons. I don't need it. But I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. I'm sorry, I just can't get rid of it. Then I have the Sleigh Bell palette from Christmas 2 years ago? I don't know. But I love this palette. Love that cream shade. This green is gorgeous. And this is kind of like that Fairy Tale color from the Lorac palette, but it's different. So I'm gonna keep that. The Milani Bold Obsessions. I'm gonna declutter it. I do travel with this a lot because it's a great travel palette, but I do have a lot of travel palettes right now, so I'm gonna declutter it. Jeffree Star Blue Blood, Art Blue Blood. Good Lord, Jamie, get your colors right. Blood Sugar. Almost dropped it. Is what that looks like. I know it looks like I haven't touched it, but I promise you I have. I love this palette. Definitely keeping it. It's just a gem. You can create so many things with this. He did such a fabulous job with this. I am honestly so proud of him for this palette. The only thing I wish it had a shimmer red. You only have golds for shimmers and that pink. So I wish he had put a really deep shimmery metallic red, but that's okay. I still love it and I use it, even though it doesn't look like it. All right, this is the BH and Carly Bible palette. That's what that looks like. The highlighters in this are so good. Like, honestly, they are so good. These are the highlighter shades. The eyeshadows are really good too, but I haven't brought this out in a while, and I don't think I'm going to. These are just too dark. Like, these highlighters are too dark. These are the only ones that match me, and I only bring it out for the highlighters. So I'm going to declutter this. Honestly, I think I'm doing better than the other drawer. Oh, okay. I think these are the last few palettes. Last few. This is the Too Faced Cat Eyes palette. This was my first ever palette that I ever purchased. I believe it was either this one or the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer. I'm not sure. In a way, it's really special, but in another way, it's, Jamie, you need room in your drawers kind of deal. I'm going to declutter it. It pains me to do that, but I don't need it. I've hit pan. I've almost hit pan in this one. This was a highlight. I got my use out of it. I'm happy with it, and I need to declutter it. I have this Wet n Wild palette, the Rosé in the Air, which is the dupe for the Modern Renaissance. I'm going to keep it because it is a great drugstore option. So, and I do use it, like the cream shades, that mauve color. So I'm going to keep this one. Wrong palette. All right. I have one Dior palette, and this is the Dior 5 color, I can't pronounce that, designer palette. I don't know. I bought this and I don't know why, because this was like $70 and I didn't need it because I don't use those shades. I literally do not use these shades. So I'm going to declutter it. Even though I spent a boatload of money on it, I'm going to declutter it. I don't need it. And the last palette I have is the Too Faced palette. This is part of the little watermelon colored looking thing. Let's go that way. I decluttered the highlighter palette because it was so awful and it connected to it. And see, every time I swatch it, I think I need it. That would be a pretty look. Oh, this is hard. I'm gonna declutter it. I'm gonna declutter it. I don't need it. I could use different eyeshadow palettes that I could put in the drawer. I could use more. I don't know. I don't need this. So I'm gonna declutter this. So I'm gonna give you guys a tally of how many I decluttered. Let's see. I decluttered 10, so what's that? 22? What's 12 plus 10? 22? 22 palettes I decluttered all together, so I'm happy with that for right now. Just because like now I know I can fit some more things in my drawers that I'm actually gonna use. I'm happy with that. Just got rid of palettes I don't need. So, alright you guys. That is it. Congrats if you made it to the end. We are done with decluttering eyeshadow palettes. I think. Let me make sure. I don't have another drawer here somewhere. Yeah, we're good. Have palettes coming out of nowhere. So, alright, I hope you enjoyed this declutter series. We can now move on with better and greater things. This lip gloss also tastes like gingerbread. Anyway, that is it. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.